you know what the fuck going on. That trap ball
Damn,
shit.
BG, you made this?
Motherfucker squirt, you know. Every time I drop a nigga motivate. Hey, yo, Juno. Every time I drop a nigga motivate. Money coming in, I need another plate. That last minute I be shot, I couldn't stay. My son getting money, trapping in the A. The shit getting full, I need another say. I'm in the RS, I'm trying to die to hate. Matter on move your ass on the plate, yo. Hey, a nigga in fear, stay out the way. I ain't gon' home till them bill paid. I just hit my nigga home to catch a play. You know we jiggin' all night, bright day. By the time motherfucker trip to LA. Get a cup bag, gotta put it that way. I'm rockstar stud, I'm lit every day, yeah. My little brother, they gon' pull up the stick. Hit him with it, y'all make sure it hit. I ain't about to argue with a nigga or a bitch. Hey, a nigga getting money tryna count this shit. Been putting shit up, gotta mount this shit. Got millions on the way, I feel this shit. Hey, yeah. A nigga ain't slip, I'm working on my next move. And it on gas that I can't move. Came in the trap, bulletproof. Flipping they cash, I pursue. This shit way past due. Smoking on Gorilla Glue. Told your bitch to come through. Hey, yeah. You know we coming soon, I'm on my Denzel shit. Every time I'm tryna shoot, give me like 30 minutes, dropping hits in the booth. Dripping like a motherfucker, I might spaz out on you. I'm in these streets, I gotta ride with one.
I'm Amber J. This is the I'm Possible panel, meaning I'm possible, you're possible, we're possible to do whatever we want to do. So shout out to yourselves, and real quick, can everybody just make noise for TZ and Bodega Week and all our panelists, and everybody that's here and everybody that cares about being possible to do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna introduce our panelists. We're waiting on one more panelist. He's on super black people time. So the first panelist we have is Jhonni Blaze. As you know, she's been on TV and she's an amazing artist who knows how to play so many instruments. She's so dope.
My baby out right now in my mixtape now.
But we're gonna have time for that. We're gonna have time for that. Also, we have Swamp Izzo. As you know, he's like the hottest strip club DJ, tearing up the blue flame. He's also on V103 and Sirius XM. Yes. We have Princess Cut. As you know, she's been on tour with Oprah. She's on Hood Rich Radio. She travels. That's a different type of money. We talking Oprah, okay? So shout out to Princess Cut. We have DJ Waffles. As you know, he was formerly on B100. Now he's with Rolling Out. He's been on tour. He's been on TV. He's been doing everything. So shout out to Waffles. All my panelists get a lot of money. I just want to personally say all my panelists get a lot of money. Okay, Swamp, you pull out cash in a book bag and you was just over here buying shoes, okay? If you don't know me, I am Amber J. I am on Hood Rich Radio, Sirius XM, with Swamp Izzo, with Princess Cut, with DJ Scream, with Miranda Man. That's Saturday night, Sirius XM, Hip Hop Nation. Yes.
And you're a DJ.
I am a DJ. I am definitely a DJ, so shout out to my fellow DJs. Alright, well, we're gonna get started. First off, I wanna go to Swamp first because Swamp is probably gonna have the most crazy answers.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So Swamp, as we know, you are in a relationship, a successful relationship. You're a hot DJ as far as on V103, live on his Instagram, on V103 and on the radio, and you're in the strip club, yes. I mean, multiple nights a week. So how is it balancing family life as well as work life, as well like being in the entertainment industry, being in the strip club, and balancing family life as well? How hard is it?
It's really two keys to it. You got to take care of home first. That's just my thing. I just try to take, even though that's impossible too. But you got to like try to take care of home, and you always got to try to spend some type of time with the family members. I got a 4-year-old, so she ready to walk out the door with me and go to the family.
Every
you know
time.
what I'm saying? Like,
Every
so
time.
I have to figure out like how to spend time with her, you know, my wife, and then do that life.
Balance it.
So I'm two different people.
Okay, you have to be, so you have to play two different roles.
Yeah, have to create somebody else to walk in that flame because that's a monster in itself.
Nice. All right, shout out to Swamp holding it down. Can you pass it to Jhonni? And I really wanted my ladies together, but we just gonna pass the mic like this. So since we're talking about, I don't know what it is, like, there we go.
Okay.
Hey, Jhonni. Okay, so speaking on relationships, speaking on family life, speaking on being two different people and balancing it, what would you tell women that's trying to enter in the industry or trying to work how to balance, because we're naturally emotional women. We're naturally falling in love. We're naturally just in. How would you tell them to balance or focus while dealing with dating or dealing with love and dealing with
Why
men?
is that a priority? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do.
Why is that a priority right now? I have my heart broken right now. I just am dealing with a relationship and I'm smiling with my new veneers.
That's right.
And my thing was to wake up and go and do what I need to do. It's AC3 week, it's time to focus. The thing is, men will never, most, I won't say all, most men will never mess up anything to get to where they need to go.
I agree.
Because we're so emotional, we will mess up everything and mess up every opportunity over a man. So my biggest thing with me was, because I'm emotional, Gemini.
Oh my God, you're like 5 people.
I'm like 5. You said 2. I'm looking at you like. But with me, how I juggled was, my problem was that too. It's not to focus on that. That's not your main focus as an artist. As an artist, you are supposed to focus on you, your music, getting it out there, be successful, make money, take care of your family, mind your business. And I'm learning that. That's why I'm able to. It took me a little minute. I got tired of blaming everybody else except for myself. Nobody can't make you do anything but yourself. Somebody breaks your heart and you stay home, you miss something, a booking or some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's nobody's fault but yourself, because that next person that hurts you, they're out there. So
you're still working.
Yep. So juggling is nothing to juggle. You know what I mean? I take everything with a grain of salt. People have done terrible things to me and I still wake up and I smile. So that's the advice, is go hard, ignore everything else. It doesn't matter.
Nice. Cut, same question.
And you're really not, it takes you to get to a point and to go through so many breakups and guys that make you upset and, like you said, maybe losing out on some money before you even begin to think like this. You know what I mean? But you're not going to be really happy until you focus on you, get your own money.
Key.
You can't wait on the other dude, to get you what you want. It's just, yeah, you can't just sit around waiting on the next person, period. So, until you realize what you really want and how to go for what you really want, you're just not gonna be happy. So I say dig deep within, figure out what you want, and then everything else will come.
Right.
Yeah.
Word. Okay, so moral of that story is focus on yourself. Focus on bettering yourself and getting to where you want to be before you can focus on a man or you can focus on love. Yes, word. All right. Well, cuz since you still got the mic, we're going to keep going with you. So you just got back from Uzbek.
Hey.
Nice. You took how long were you there?
I was there almost 3 weeks.
And for people who may not know, tell them where Uzbek is and what you were doing in Uzbek.
Okay, so she said Uzbek is short for Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is a country I actually never even heard of before I went there, but it's in Central Asia, not far from, Saudi and Pakistan, Turkey. But I went over there with the cultural exchange hip-hop program called Next Level, funded by the government to go teach DJing. So I went with other artists, breakdancer, producer, MC, and as a collective, we all taught our crafts. Actually, really broke in hip-hop over there because hip-hop has been banned from the country up until the last 3 years. Wow. So it was amazing just to touch the kids and the students over there. They were so excited and just every day, just their energy just to learn the culture. It was just an amazing feeling. I really didn't want to leave, so I was blessed to be able to go.
Nice. So my following question to that is, what impact did it have on you just seeing those kids and how hungry they were, because even when you came back to the show, you seemed like you just were filled with so much joy, and like you were like, I don't want to be here, I want to be back with them, and you still post pictures, so clearly it had an impact on you. Tell us about the impact that it had on you.
Yeah, it was crazy because before I left, I kind of didn't, I was skeptical about going so far, even though I've been far before. But coming back, I didn't want to come back, just their energy, and it's crazy that what we put our energy into when you already have money. And a little bit of money, a lot of money, the things we put our energy into in the States, having a new pair of kicks every day for the gram, or, just not wearing the same outfit. Their energy was not, that was not their focus. One thing, they don't have it. Two, it's more family oriented. Like everything was to make their parents happy, or make sure their family's staying healthy, or that's like their priority. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then trying to get into music and being able to express themselves through dance or hip hop or something like that. So it just really humbled me. I think if you had an opportunity to travel, because everybody doesn't, but if you do, get the hell on, get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Like, and go see and go learn and go experience another culture. It's just really humbling. Like, I see why somebody like Andre 3000 wear the same overalls every day. Because he ain't worried about this, other things.
Word. Nice.
It was real special, y'all.
Oh, that's so dope. That's so dope. All right, we're gonna take it to Waffles. Can I have the mic, please? We're gonna have to get to
I'm ready.
Okay, so Waffles, you've been in this question is for a general question for all my panelists. So Waffles, you've been in the game for a while. What do you feel in 2018 has changed with music and DJs versus how it used to be, even 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Shit, I just think that the music comes out too fast now.
Okay, explain that.
And because there's like so many different sites now that actually release this music. You got Spotify, you got DigiWax, you got Funkmaster Flex, Record Pool. There's so many different sites that release this music so fast. So many different outlets. Like I just met an owner of an app called My Hip Hop. It's another app for like independent artists to just put their music out to be streamed. And I'm like, yo, how do we as DJs keep up with this and know what's going on a day-to-day basis? So my thing, it was just like the speed, and if you're not doing DJ homework, you're gonna play the same mix every time. And everybody doesn't want to hear that all the time. So that's why I curated my own playlist on Instagram. Now today is the first day that it actually went live. So now you can go to my website and you can download my playlist. You see what I'm saying? As a DJ, you can go in there and download my playlist for free, because I know that as I look at these playlists and these things that people are actually putting out, it might not be Amber's taste, it might not be Swamp's taste, it might not be Johnny's taste. Mm-hmm. So now, if you curate something dope like that, it gives people options. Because when you go to Apple Music, iTunes, they say, they got a big sign that says, this is for you. This is in your browser.
Right.
I don't want what's for me. Let me dictate what's for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing, is like the speed and the process that the music comes. And if you ain't hip to it, you're gonna get lost. So DJ homework and knowing what's going on, you have to be on top of it.
Or same question for you, Swamp.
What was the question again?
What do you feel has changed?
He lost me. He answered all my questions.
He went deep, right?
He hit my phone, he took this shit I was gonna say.
So the question is, in 2018,
yes,
how do you feel like the music and DJ game has changed from years back? Because you're OG in the game as well, so how has it changed?
It changed a lot. Like you said, the music coming out a lot faster. I think it's giving a lot of artists a lot of confidence. So, some without the talent, some with the talent.
Right.
As DJs of this guy's stature, we have to be able to dictate which is good and which is not. And then at the same time, I heard horrible records become big records, so it's kind of kills what we believe in sometimes. Like, shout out to 6ix9ine. At first, I didn't understand it. Definitely wasn't supported. So I didn't, you know what I mean? I looked over it, it's a big thing, you know what I'm saying? So, until, I don't call myself an OG as a guy, but this guy, I just say Just keep putting out work. I'm gonna catch on. I'm a little slow too because I'm still got that old-fashioned feel, and I still listen for the good beats, the good bars, and I'm still waiting on Johnny Blaze to do my record, and I'm still waiting on y'all to email me, man. Holla at me. My name is the Gmail. Send me some music, and then we'll talk about this later. But I don't think it's no formula or no way we can go about it now. The music has changed so much.
Right.
It's so much. Like, our people, we're in the South too, so they want to party more. The higher we go up in the northern states, it's more lyrical. But down here, we just got good vibes and good
They're
party.
making more party music now. Now.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying?
They starting to see it now.
Well, I'm not even looking. I'm looking for ratchetness. I'm not even.
That blue flame. That's
Right.
blue
Yes,
flame.
he wants it all.
I want
Yes.
the rat. I'm just playing like that.
I want Taylor Swift. He wants.
We're keeping it with you, Paul. We're keeping it with you. Okay, so you did speak about, I need y'all to behave. Said music songs that you may not like or just certain trash songs maybe to you have, made it far, which leads to it being the team. So how important is building and having a great team?
The team is the most important part of any brand, anything we're doing in life. We have to have a few people to believe in, because you can't be in all these places at one time. So your team makes it possible for Waffles to be, you know what I mean, at the Flame and doing his big radio shows and putting his fucking playlist out that I never thought of doing. Stuff like that.
Coming up with some amazing brand.
That's his team. His team is putting together some great things that I wish I was be a part of my team. But no, your team is the most important part. I'm a jokester too, man. Like I definitely don't take life serious. I'm just having fun with this. And just being around y'all is just, y'all pointing the cameras at me for no reason. I have nothing to do with this. I don't even want
Pass the mic to the right song.
not to him. No, seriously, on a real serious level, man, listen. If your team is there for you, the people that, usually your team is the people that are around for you, that came home with you, that really don't know the business. Those are 9 times out of 10 your team.
Right.
Like Tata and Jay-Z, like, and this, I don't want to get into names, but those are the real team, the people that's gonna ride with you, whether you win or lose. You know what I mean? Them the team. So keep your friends close and kind of listen to the idea sometimes. They don't know it, but sometimes they be on something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whoever listen to 6ix9ine, I keep using them, shout out to dude. Whoever's on his team was like, yo, don't stop.
Yeah.
They hate you.
Yeah.
Don't
Keep
stop.
it on, and it works for him.
Word.
It
Yeah,
works.
holla at me. I need you on my team too.
Waffles. Explain teams and how important it is to have people who really support you and really are behind you and really want the best for you.
You know what's so crazy? Because within that situation, we're working with her, what I learned was loyalty.
Right.
From all parts of those situations that I was put in. Like, I was paired with Cash Doll to do her first mixtape that did millions of streams. You see what I'm saying? I was paired with Johnny Blaze. I was paired with so many different people. And I had to have a relationship with everybody that she had a relationship with. So now it's like, if this relationship doesn't work, where does my loyalty lie? You see what I'm saying? So that was like an emotional roller coaster for me, because I got to deal with Johnny Blaze, and that's like a whole situation. But thank you, shout out to Johnny Blaze. She put me on TV twice this year. That's about to be on television, just by being paired up with her.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Cash Doll, she's a female. You see what I'm saying? So that's dealing with her, getting on the road, touring and stuff like that. It's so many different things. So if you're the boss and everything really doesn't go well, it still leaves me in a position to deal with everybody else. And I've been close with everybody. So that's what I learned about team. With team, you gotta understand loyalty. You have to have loyalty within your team. You have to have respect within the team. Everybody has to respect one another. If you don't got no respect, you have nothing. So that's what I learned from that whole situation. It was just like loyalty and respect and how to deal with people in this industry, because I got it first. Like, I was hands on, like, from the door. Like, I seen everybody come through this building. I seen Waka. I done seen the best of the best walk through B100. So that's how I met everybody in Atlanta, and I just learned that you have to be loyal, you have to respect, and you have to go out for what it is that you want.
Word. Give it up to Waffles and Swamp.
Yeah.
We gonna go to Jhonni Blaze.
Always taking over the shit. We wasn't even talking about it.
Jhonni Blaze. Okay, so first off.
I've never seen a Hey, I'm tightened up.
Like, please. I'm gonna move y'all for real. I swear I'm gonna move y'all.
You know what it is? It's so crazy. She would probably be the newest person that I know. And Swamp, I'm not gonna lie, I danced when I first came down here. I was that girl.
Word.
And we always had a relationship. It's funny, I have a relationship with Waffles too, so it's just cool to see.
It's like family.
Everybody gets tightened up.
It's okay. We're all having fun. We're doing what we love, and everybody's here for a reason. So it's cool. We living our best lives. Smile.
Yeah.
All right. So Jhonni, you literally play so many instruments. First off, tell us how many instruments you play. 6 instruments. And how did you get started? Like I know you say you danced, etc. But did you start with music younger or what happened?
Let me explain my life in about 30 seconds.
Break it down for us, please.
6 years old, was tapping on the piano. Grandma kept smacking me on the hand when she would go out of town or go. I taught myself. By the time I was 7, I was playing classical music, acoustic, bass guitar, violin, drums, anything you think of. Fast forward, mom sent me away at 14, got into some trouble. Been on drugs, 5-year recovery, thank you God. I just smoked weed, you know what I'm saying? Prostitution, I've been in it. I got snatched at 14, you feel what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do it no more. By the time I was 17, all that stuff that I've been through by getting forced into the prostitution made me a beast by the time I got to the strip club. Everything I did, even if it was negative, I did it to my best. You know what I mean? So by the time I got in the strip club, I was the girl that, hi, I'm Jhonni Blaze, I sing. Hi, I'm Jhonni Blaze, I sing. And I thought nobody would pay attention to it, and then eventually people did. So it went from the stripping to now I'm getting features from the people I'm dancing for. You know, so it was a big toll, but I totally forgot the question of what you was asking me, so yeah.
Well, you broke it down. I asked, how did you start with
that's
music and everything?
that's basically, it was all my life. I could have lost my hands and stuff that I was doing. I could have lost my voice. And I just leveled up, and then I got on TV.
That's
I
right.
acted crazy, but now I'm back on TV after they blackballed me. I got back on TV and I did the right thing. I pushed my music. I give you a drum, but give me my music. You know, you got to put your foot down. So stripping, actually, I don't regret. Because everybody I probably didn't dance for, majority I got features from Fetty Wap, Black Youngster, In the Process with Gunna, Derez Deshawn, I met, Cherish. I don't care if you're popular now or before, as long as it's great music, that's all I care about.
And that's how you level
Yeah,
up.
pretty much. That's how I just took everything that was negative that people would say that would stop me from being successful in an industry, and I used it to my ability. I used the stripping, and I used it in my music and talk about it. I don't want to hide anything, and that's what I tell artists. Stop hiding who you are, because maybe who you are is what will make you successful. How I am being the cool, laid back, go to Walmart and people can actually see me, that works for me. I was never the girl that was like the cocky girl that oh, look at me, I have to have all the fashion or security. Well, now I do, but I mean, I never was that girl. I was the girl that'd get a Walmart logo shirt, wear some shorts with some heels, but my bank account good, and people love that about me. There's more poor people out here than there are rich. I want the poor people, the poverty, all that, the streets to love me before some cocky person that really, that's not a lot of people in the world. So that's how I leveled up. So, yeah.
That's how you level up.
Yeah.
Word to Jhonni.
Yeah.
Okay, so being on reality TV, and you know reality TV is huge now for artists, DJs, whatever the case may be. Do you feel like reality TV helps or hurts your career more?
That's your fault.
I like that, yeah.
Nobody put no gun to your head. When I learned that the hard way, being on TV, acting up, smacking people, thinking it was cool, having, you know, being on there for free at that time. I was the top girl on Love and Hip Hop at that season for free. So I taught myself, you're not supposed to be on TV for free, you should know better. And then also, giving props to Deb made me like this, like just watching things and seeing things. TV cannot make you, or it can't break you. You could break yourself. Remember when I said that you could be in your own way? People be in their own way. They be in the hype of, oh, it's cool to turn up so that the ratings will go, but then you forgot you're an artist. I looked on Love and Hip Hop a couple times. I'm like, yo, these are real life talented people I know, and all you see is drama. Like, I don't want to be in that. I did it already. So it's just a lot. It's a lot that you have to take in, and you gotta really just focus on everything.
Word.
So.
You thought was gonna break you, but it actually made you a better person to become the person that you are today. So to become the amazing artist, TV personality, Jhonni Blaze, what made you who you are? Like, what's one situation that you could say tested your faith?
Pain. I love pain.
Wow.
I know that sounds crazy as hell, but I love it because of what it structures me to be.
Right.
All my life, that's all I know. You know what I mean? So if I already know it and it's gonna happen to anybody,
Right.
why not just not necessarily accept it, but build off of it? You know what I'm saying? Like my pain, I put it in my music. My boyfriend get killed in front of me was probably my breaking point.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after that, my mom having cancer and not knowing if she'll make it 3 times, you know? So that pain is what pushed me. And I don't regret nothing that ever happened. So that would be my breaking point. But it's not a breaking point. It's like I would do it all over again.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
that's my thing. Yeah.
Word. Same question. So what is something that throughout your DJ career, you're an OG in the game as well. So throughout your career, or maybe even before, what was something that you thought was gonna break you, but it actually made you the DJ Princess Cut that you are today?
I might have a few. Starting off with playing for empty clubs, you know, just coming up and
Right.
empty venues and just not knowing like where the crowd at, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Also, when my father passed, like that was one of the hardest things I ever thought I would have to go through in my life. But also just, you know, realizing and feeling like God got you and just seeing how you grow and progress over time. So different situations that you do get put in, you're like, well, damn, how did I get in this office space with this person meeting or,
Right.
you know, whatever. So certain things that push you along. But, yeah, did I answer?
You did. You did. All right, we're gonna pass it this way.
One of mine was, I think, the young adult situation. I think it took so much for people to really understand and started being like, might as well try something different. You know what I'm saying? We was riding around trying to get everybody to hear. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kept saying, sound like Wayne, he sound like this, he had to look like this, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just a couple of years of just trying to get people to understand, and then seeing what he had today. That was like probably one of the roughest rides for me. Because I couldn't get nobody to bite on it. Then it was like, it seemed like my career was based on somebody to believe that this guy is who I'm saying he was. You know what I'm saying? It all panned out for the good now, but as you're looking at it, that was rough.
Waffles.
I think mine was when I moved to Atlanta and I started working for Dev, and it was crazy because we came up with the name B100 due to a situation or whatever, and I came up with the name. I was like, yo, this is what we should do, because B100 was like in the middle of the dial. It could be profit or non-profit or whatever, fast forward. But when I moved here, I was losing so much stuff because I believed in the shit. I was like, B100 is gonna take me where it's at. I'm not asking for no money. I'm here, down here, and I'm losing everything. I'm going through so much. And the one day, I was like, it was almost over. She walked in there with a check for me. And after that, that's where loyalty comes in that, because that was the first person who ever gave me a check when I was in the city. I wasn't going to no Waffle House to work. I wasn't going nowhere to get no job. It was like, this is what I'm doing. Mind you, I'm engineering like 12 shows back to back.
I remember that. I remember that.
Just imagine coming in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you leaving like close to like 9, 10 o'clock, and you just engineering the shows for an internet-based radio station that's popping. And you just sitting there, show after show, lunch, come back to the seat, lunch, come back to the seat, falling asleep, going home. And I was just like, I knew that it was for me, but I didn't know that it was gonna turn out to this. You know what I'm saying? So I had my breaking point, but I ain't never give up, and now look where I'm at.
Word. This ATL Top 20 is in the building. Hello. Yes, give it up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pass him the mic. What made you make that transition? Oh yeah, pass them cups, Jhonni. You know what I'm saying? Pass them cups.
Well, first of all, I want to shout out everybody who came to this event. Shout out my homie Teezy. I've been knowing him for a long time. Cricket, Swamp, Johnny Blaze, Waffles, everybody that's in the building. The reason why I started the site is when I moved to Atlanta, I noticed that the DJs wasn't sharing the music with each other. It was like if they work with an artist, you know, they got drops. It's like you gotta play Future song with DJ Scream on it, you know what I'm saying? So it became like, it was cool, but it became a problem. It was a conflict. So I had a good relationship with Future, so I happened to get Dirty Sprite without Scream. So everybody knew I had it, and they just got at me like, man, send me the songs without the DJ on it. So it went from that to Codeine Cowboy with 2 Chainz. I got that without the DJ on it, and people started meeting me at my house. It was crazy, man. It was like I couldn't even. I was like, man, I'm gonna email y'all a link with all the songs because it got too crazy. And then one day I was sitting at the table, I seen MTV. They was doing like the top hottest rappers. So everybody used to be on my phone and my email like, send me the hottest records in Atlanta, send me the hottest things. So I just trademarked all that shit. I just went and trademarked it, bought like 30 different website names, and just called it ATL Top 20. And then the site ended up crashing because it was free. So I ended up making it where people had to donate. Like if you can't donate $20 a month, you can't get the music. So it just got powerful. And now everybody coming at me trying to get their song popping.
And that top 20, that's right.
But it's all over the world. If you're an artist, like if I was an artist, that's why I put out some music, because it's like it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Donald, I got him, helped him get a situation. The Rez Deshaun, Day Day, K-Camp, London J. I be forgetting how many people that I really be helping, you know?
That's what make it genuine though. Nice. Okay, so let's talk branding. Everybody, all my panelists have amazing. Let's talk about how important branding is. Can you speak about that? You clearly have a successful brand, a successful blog. So let's talk about how important it is and why.
Branding is very important. Like if I was scandalous, I could have went and bought LilDonald.com. I can go buy JohnnyBlaze.com, DJWaffles.com, and then when they try to search for their name, I can sell it back to them if I was scandalous. But I don't do stuff like that. So it's important when you come up with a name or even a hashtag. You can be on Instagram and say, get the strap. You gotta trademark this shit. Look what 50 did. He trademarked it, sold it for $1 million. So all these, you know, all these hashtags, people use your hashtag and all this stuff. So it's like, whatever it is, you can spend $25, $30 and own the website name and get your YouTube name, get all your names, because once you start popping, they gonna create fake pages, and Johnny Blaze know about them fake pages.
Yeah, somebody's charging me $25 to get I am Johnny Blaze.
Even Nicki Minaj don't even own that you're gonna water your brand down. That's why you're not gonna see no ATL Top 20 t-shirts, you're not gonna see no billboards. Because people do that shit just to hide the fact that they not talented and they're not creative. Like, look at all this stuff that be going on. These people got all these big marketing schemes, but you listen to the music, it's shitty. It's like, damn, I went to the haunted house.
Johnny made a face, so she feels some type of way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's real talk. Like, 2 Chainz, haunted house is bigger than his music. No disrespect to him, but it's a great idea. But it's like the Pink Trap House and now it's the haunted house. What the music sound like? And that's where the crickets start. So if you're gonna market yourself, make sure the music sound good too.
Word, nice. Pass the mic. Branding, how important director. I mean, look at his rings. Look at his rings. We're talking huge right now, okay? We're talking huge. So please let us know, Cricket, how important branding is. Why is branding important?
Branding is important because it's you. You know, without branding, you're nobody. You know what I mean? So it's just like Bishop said, get your information tight because it's important, it's imperative that you be on top of your branding. Like, and I'm with him on the watered down. Like, you never seen in Cricket's career come get a video from Director Cricket, not once. I got video specials, not once. You know what I'm saying? Because I like my shit to be boutique. I like people to come shop with me. I like them to come shop with me because they want to come get the work that I do. You know what I mean? And like Bishop, I mean, we've been in this battle for a minute. There's like all of us around have been in this shit for a minute, so we birthed a lot of things in this city. You know, we put a lot of things down, and it's because our branding had a lot of things happen through us, around us, and from the things that we touch. So branding is everything. You know, so don't water your shit down and stop clout chasing. Shit is sad.
Stop clout chasing.
And quit capping. Atlanta has to be the capital. Like the dome is gold and it's the capital. This is the cap city. So please stop capping. Put the work in. Put the time and put the work in. And then you will grow to where you want to be from a success level. Stop trying to cheat. Stop trying to jump hurdles and shit like that. Cats on this panel really work for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's important. You know, put the work in. Quit capping.
Word. Waffles, you have a huge brand. I mean, who else is DJ Waffles? I mean, waffles, okay? Not pancakes, waffles. So explain branding, please.
It's very, very important. And one thing that I'm going to tell you is that you can't do it without a team. You definitely have to have a team to brand. Okay, cool, you can be this guy that can create this, you can create that, and you want people to live by what it is that you do, but at the end of the day, it really takes a team to operate that. Because me, as a DJ, I'm still like an artist, I'm still like a personality. So I have to have the right people, I have to have the right videographer, I have to have the right PR, I have to have the right people, and I didn't realize that because I did everything on my own in the beginning. I remember I was in a meeting when Deb was becoming my manager, and her PR told me, she was like, Waffles, you really don't got nothing going on. And this was in the beginning, so it kind of crushed me. So I started to work even harder to make sure that when we see each other again, you're gonna know that I got something going on. So I had to build my brand, build my brand, build my brand. Went from DJ Waffles to Fresh Out the Waffle Line. Now I have the padded room, and thanks to my team, that's why it's all over the place right now. Because we countless nights and hours editing pictures, photos, going out in the street, taking pictures, all types of weird stuff like that. That makes sense. To build a brand, you have to be able to present that when I go out. So when they go out, they represent me, they already know what it is when they meet them. When I go out and I represent my brand, you know who's behind me. These are the people that make me move. It's not a one person thing, it's a team. So I think a team is perfect that you have when you brand it.
Word. Anybody else want to speak on branding really fast? Any of my panelists? Okay, great. We're going to move forward with another question. Also, I'm going to do a few more questions and I'm going to open it to you guys if you have any questions for the panelists. So be thinking of your questions now. This is for my DJs. You guys have all been on tour. Swamp and Waffles. I'm going to separate you, okay?
Yes.
So you all have been on tour, you've all DJed in clubs. Can you explain the different responsibilities from being, you in particular, Swamp, a strip club DJ versus a tour DJ?
I want to clear it up for all the media. I'm definitely not a strip club DJ. I definitely don't talk that strip club talk. So if you ever been to the Flame, I never asked you for a quarter.
Word. So you feel like the strip club DJs ask for money?
I just, because I was just, you know what I mean? I definitely just wanted to bring a new vibe because I was going to the strip club and it's just like, come sit down, the dude over there, you're not tipping. Come, yo, I need $30. I feel like I was one of those people. So when you come in the Flame, you're just gonna get a vibe.
Word,
you're gonna get that trap vibe. You know who's there DJing, so you know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Touring was different because the energies, you already paid all this money to stand here. So when I get on the stage, the energy's so high, it's like, that adrenaline rush is crazy. So I think it's totally different. I try to treat both of them the same. So if you're in the Flame, I still try to give you that concert feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through the records, and I'm still, you know what I mean?
Word.
That same feel.
Word. Waffles, as far as being on tour and traveling with an artist, what's the different role you play versus being in the club DJing?
Holy crap. This is like the great question.
Yeah.
For working with Johnny Blaze, shit. Yo, but she's like a perfectionist. So when she's telling me like, I want this song, I want that song, we'll go over it. And then like in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock, I get an email, add this song. Maybe we should start it at this point. But it's like, it works. But it's one of those things like for real, like 12 o'clock at night, you email me.
Right, we got to show
figure
in
this
like
out.
6 hours, yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And so I'm like one of those dudes that I really have to have everything together. Like when I go up there, like even like when I first did something with Swamp, I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going up there. It was like so many different boards, all type of shit was going on. 2 Chainz Christmas party. But one thing you do when you do a tour, and not to get off the subject, is like you really have to work with the artists. You really have to understand what they like, what they don't like, when they want the volume up, when they don't want it. You have to be there before they even get there. Like any artist, Swamp could be like, yo, we going out tomorrow. When I get to the club, you don't even gotta be there. Just chill. Let me go to the club. Let me go figure out how everything operates before you walk in there. Because if you look bad, I look bad.
Yeah, you might even have to do a sound check.
Right. That's what I'm doing. That's why I go to the club and I gotta figure out like how all this operates. If I'm bringing my equipment, how it plugs in, how it works, because I do not want to Swamp to walk in here and be looking at waffles like, yo, my nigga, you don't understand what's going on back there. You supposed to be the DJ. And I want to look good my damn self because this is my job, so I got to make sure that they look good. So from clubbing to that, it's no real difference. It's just that you really have to be on point. You really have to know what's going on and what you're preparing yourself for.
Word.
So that's really it.
Word. Princess Cut. Cricket. Princess Cut.
Amazing.
She's a part.
She's real positive, real positive spirit. So no matter what you're gonna get from her, you're gonna get something positive.
Word.
But the dopest part of the tour is when she poured everybody shots at the end of it.
Oprah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
She poured everybody shots. But so you were asking about that part of the tour?
Yeah, like so, okay, so you also are a corporate DJ. You do a lot of corporate gigs. You do store gigs and everything. So what's the different roles and responsibilities from being on tour versus being like at a corporate gig or being inside a store?
So I think like from what the other DJ said and from what I will say, I think the main thing is it's important to be well versed, with whatever your field is. So when I first started DJing, I started spinning in Magic City for like 2.5 years. I was doing these off the wall, late night, after hour hood spots in East Point. But it was different people. It was different people that came to these spots that I built relationships with. Like back then, Big Gift or like Titty Boy and Magic or Gucci, So, and I toured with The Dream and a couple other people. And it's pretty cool when you can form relationships with people that you have respected all your life or whatever. So, what's the question?
You kind of explained the different roles. Yeah, you answered it.
What I was also trying to say was, so I do spend for Neiman Marcus. I've been spending for Neiman Marcus at Linux for over 10 years.
Word. Give it up because also let me know how you got into the corporate gigs and stuff.
That corporate bag kind of came from referrals, which is really important. That's how I got on with Oprah, through referrals. Through Neiman Marcus, it was a male DJ. Rasta Root was spinning downstairs. He referred me. We were getting booked through the Scratch DJ Academy. Neiman started hiring me themselves. Same thing with the Oprah tour. We got a call from her team, but then there was people that were reaching out to in Atlanta, like DJ Tech, and a couple other DJs. They were like, "Cut, we think you might be the one for this one." Put the bug out there as well. So relationships are so important.
Relationships.
And then
say that one more time, Cut.
Relationships
are so important.
Yeah, not burning these bridges, and then looking out for your people too. Like I look out for these people too.
Word.
I love to.
Word.
They look out for me. But and then I spent for Hot 107.9 and Sirius XM as well. So I think like with being well versed, you can put me in that corporate situation. I can play the music for these people. You can put me over here. I can play the music for them. I can still come in the flame with Swamp. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. So it's just important to be able to just be well versed and
word.
Yeah.
Word. Okay, so 2 final questions, 3 or 2. Be a hard-working woman, a successful working woman, versus the males in the male predominant industry.
Do I think it's harder? I think that in the beginning, just for one thing, it's way more female DJs now than it was when I first started.
It is. It's might be more of anything, honestly.
It's way more rappers. It's just a lot. But that's dope because the culture is strong and everybody's loving it. But
Is it harder?
Is it harder? In the beginning, I felt like it was more challenging just because it was not as many. I had to prove myself. People still have to prove themselves nowadays because it's different equipment you can play on just for people to think you're more serious than not. And then it's, you know, I had male DJs that might have wanted to kick me out of a certain time slot if I had that time slot, or
Oh yeah, I've had that too.
yeah, so yeah, it was harder. But also on the other hand, we get indoors that y'all male DJs can't get in so soon.
I agree with that too.
You know?
Word.
So like it's plenty of doors and plenty of opportunities that me being a female has also been a big plus, you know, for me to get my feet in that door.
Word. How about you, Johnny? How do you feel? Word.
I'm one of them people, maybe it's because it's me, I'm a little different. Like, can't nobody tell me no.
Word.
And when you do tell me no, if you tell me no and that's the door that you're telling me no to, and I've said this many times in my interview, I'm gonna make a door. And when I make that door and it's successful and you wanna go through that door, now I'm gonna do, not necessarily how you did me, but I have a choice to whether open the door to you or not. I think the biggest issue with women is just the sexes. It's female, male. It's no difference. I don't think that it's unfair, because I've seen some pretty unfair things done to men too. You know what I mean? So I think if you focus and you focus on yourself, like I said, the same people that told me no, now all of a sudden they just keep keying with me. You know what I mean? Everything buddy. So it's all in how you do it. When they do come back around me, my biggest thing was, oh, let me go back at them. Let me, you know, dig at them. But now it's more of like, you know, I'm gonna be humble. Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate
Right.
you. Even though I know you dogged me out and didn't want to play my record, didn't even know if I could sing. My biggest thing is people don't know that I can sing like that. That's my biggest issue. So my situation might be different for somebody else. But I don't think it's hard for women. I think if you focus, we're just more emotional. I think if you focus
That's it right
on
there.
what it is,
That's all it is.
you know what I mean?
That's what it
What
is.
your prize is,
That's it.
and
That's
nothing
all it
else, you will be straight. You'll be the same as just as a male walking through the door. So that's just my opinion. It's not a fact. It's just,
That's
I've
what
been
it
through
is.
a lot. So anything is possible. I just be like, okay, whatever, let's try this route. So I don't believe in negativity. I always tell people also this, sorry for talking so much, but I wake up to me, a 3-bedroom coming from projects house is everything. So I wake up like that bitch is a mansion. Right? You go, I don't own a car. I don't want to own one. If I wanted to, then I would. I wake up and think there's 12 cars outside my little driveway. I think that I got Balenciagas on and I really got some Walmart shoes on when I ain't have nothing. So when you think that way, when you get it, you appreciate it. Nobody's not gonna want it as much as you. Nobody's gonna cherish it and shit, eat, and breathe it as much as you. So if you make that dream and you keep on thinking that way, it'll pop up and you're like, oh, okay, I really do got this big house. I really do got this, and it means something. So I don't think there's no difference. We're all equal. You just gotta grind hard. Yeah.
Word. Okay, so final question before we go. So as we know, in this generation, the mental health rates are insanely crazy. Like, it's so sad. So there are higher suicide rates, there are higher depression rates. So if you guys had to say anything to the youth just to motivate them and help them stay focused and just to try to prevent the rates continuing to grow rapidly, what would you say to the youth and to motivate them, to help them?
Well, a lot of people think when you're successful that everything is just okay, but even myself, like, I got a counselor, you know what I'm saying? I had to get one, like, post-traumatic stress, like, you be dealing with all these sharks and, you know, just your family, they see you got money, you know. I'm on my way to this event and people calling me asking me for money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I tell them no, they forget about all the times I told them yeah. So it's like, just off of that and trying to balance and be successful, like, there's nothing wrong with having a counselor, you know, just somebody to talk to that, you know, because when you're successful, you can't really talk to everybody because they're going to be like telling all your business. So it's like you got to have somebody, you know, and they got doctors that can help.
I think this is a touching, and it gave me like chills as a touching subject because I was diagnosed with, you know, anxiety and depression. I took my pills 3 years ago and threw them in the trash. And I said, no, this is what I need to focus on and love myself more. I didn't love myself enough. I'm still loving myself with me because I'm such a like, thanks, because I don't want to get emotional. Because he's one of the people I always like, yo, something's going on, something's happening, or even if it's waffles, it can be anybody. I'm just an open book. I've been through so much that I understand how these kids feel. And I say it all the time on social media, from my surgeries I get, because y'all ain't paid for them, to anything. I'm open, DM me. There's plenty, it's like thousands of kids, 16, I'm like, does your mom authorize it? What's wrong? And they'll tell me what's wrong with their child and what they need. I'm getting bullied at my school. When I was in Houston, I used to pop up at these schools with these kids, you know what I mean, and just like talk to them. So I feel like loving yourself and finding the things that's important in your life and just channeling it on that. Find the people that really do love you and care about you. Church, I don't know if people are into that. Church is a big thing. Praying a lot, because mental health is serious. It could damage you, it could mess up your career or whatever you want to go through or be successful in, you know, and just pray a lot. Because it's really, you don't know when somebody's going through something. Like I said, you could be sitting here and smiling and somebody, God forbid, can be gone the next day because they're like, okay, this is the last schedule I'm going to do for today and then I'm out. I'm about to, you know, do whatever. I think it has a lot to do with social media. I think it has a lot to do with society of trying to fit in. And it doesn't need to be that way. You know, so if anybody is out there, if you see this video, I got that long name on Instagram, that's my real name, Japel Von Christian. You're more than welcome to talk to me. I ain't rich, but if you need some little couple dollars cash up you, if you need books for school, if I have it, like, I'm here. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm here. And I think people that know me here know that I'm genuine about that. I'll give my last. So I just pray for whoever's going through something and just be happy and positive the most that you can be. So, yeah, that's it. This drink is strong.
I think it's important to try to keep the energy good in your circle. Yeah. You know, sometimes people do get into a slump and it's real hard to get out of it. But I think the things that you can control are like energies around you. So if you feel like you feel something or something's off, something's holding you back from focusing or progressing, or you got this homegirl that's just like real negative all the time, cut off. You know, it's just like, so I'm really big on energy. I had to cut off too many people, but I will if that energy ain't right. So let's just try to keep the energy positive and strong.
We only got 90 years on Earth, y'all. Maximum privacy.
Well,
1,000.
man, coming from the streets, I'm gonna tell you, just keep some good friends around, man. I notice a lot of people that I've read up on that had suicide, they really come to a place where they don't have nobody to talk to. So if you got that one friend, man, keep them real close, man. You gotta be more open with the people you live with. I notice a lot of people get on the internet and be more open with life on the internet. So that it's kind of strange because a couple of years ago we didn't have that. So where's the people we really talking to in life? You know what I mean? In real life. Who are you really venting to? Because it's getting more scarier because you have a hard time and then I don't know about it before that person's best friend or mother or anything, because they cherish the internet. And that shit is a fucking, just a dark hole. It's nothing, it means nothing to nobody. So I'd say just be more honest with the people around you, man. Have some real friends, man. Turn your fucking phone off or something sometimes.
Turn your phone off. Turn your phone off. That's a good one.
I say the same thing. I just say just find somebody that you can talk to. Because if you got somebody that you really can open up to, like I've found mentors like that I see that they're on the same wave as me, or I want to accomplish some of the things that they have accomplished. I try to talk to them, try to find some of those people that really understand me. Like I was talking to Cricket last night for like 45 minutes just to ask him how he deals with certain situations. And he gave me advice, you know what I'm saying? So if you find those people that can listen to you, that's like the best thing in the world because you can vent. Because I get people that call me and I be like, I'm not baby Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I respect it because you believe in my opinion. And I could be like, all right, bro, don't do this, don't do this. My other friend called me the other day and he was like, he's a DJ. He seen a person that he had beef with after he came to see his grandmother from the hospital. He punched her in the face, hurt his arm and all that type of stuff like that. I'm like, yo, why? But he called me to tell me like, why? I don't even know why I did this. So I had to coach him through that. even though I got my own situation going on. But you have to be a friend. You have to definitely find a friend that can actually help you out in those tough times.
He's waiting for this answer.
No, I'm gonna just keep this sweet. I ain't gonna even take it back because I have various views on that. I think it's important that if you feel something, you should definitely talk to somebody that you care about. Like these guys said, always keep good people around you because it's tough. The industry is crazy as shit. Nobody fucking loves you. It's crazy. It's real crazy. And the more success you obtain, the less people care about you. Outside of that, social media and the agenda that's always consistently pushed with the drugs, with the pills, you know, with the successful people that's already successful, that still feel like they need to push that agenda, that shit adds to the kids fucking themselves up and doing pills and shit like that. So I just have mixed views on it, but what I would say is stay close to people that care about you and you feel care about them, and don't be scared to say you need help or you need to talk to somebody. Because if you keep it to yourself, your ass will be in a bad situation.
Right.
That's just what I say to it.
Word. Okay, guys, we're gonna open it up really quickly, maybe about 5 minutes for questions for the audience. Don't all run at one time, but yes, he's gonna.
No, it ain't no.
She gave her questions
I mean, we're in an industry where everybody's always trying to look and put out their best. So what was it that got you to that place where you decided, like, yo, I'm just going to be me and let people see me and be real about me, who I am, and what I'm doing?
I got a big one. Hey, y'all. So, I was dancing. I stopped dancing in January. I've been dancing since I was 17. I got surgery to my legs, actually, and it put me down. And that was my breaking point. Like, everybody kept saying, it's because you're stripping, that's why you're so access, you can find you and you're playing, that's why your music. So when that happened and I stopped dancing, literally I started remixing popping songs on the piano. Cardi B started posting, 5. And then I was like, okay, this is my niche. And it's true. You can find me in Blue Flame. I had to stop that. And then it just, from January to now, going on a TV show, being a cast member, having certain labels looking at you, it pushed it. So that was my breaking point of, do I stop doing, not that I love stripping, but it makes me hella money, or do I sacrifice that and stop, make a little less more money and get people to pay attention to my talent, my gift, and it worked for me. So that was my breaking point actually recently, like January, literally. Oh, that's just no more. So yeah, that was mine. So.
I want to kind of get into the guys real quick. When it comes to being a DJ, one of the top DJs in Atlanta, how do you all, a lot of the music now, they're pushing the drug addiction, and you all are playing it. And it's like, as long as you all keep playing it, they're going to keep making it. So how do you all kind of draw the line when it comes to that? Because it's like, the more they're doing it, you all keep playing it. Are you all saying, no, we're not pushing a pill popping agenda? Or like, what do you all feel about being a part of promoting the drug,
By accident at that.
It's a good question. I do hip hop. So I play hip hop, and from the beginning of time, it's always been the weed and it's always been the coke, and now it's a different age, so it's the lean and the pills and
you all are some of the OGs, so it's like
I honestly I don't say I promote it, but I do play it, and we're at that time now where how can I say this the right way?
It's difficult.
It's like
it's difficult.
People gotta raise their kids.
Yeah, it's part of the problem because it's like we're saying that we don't like these kids pushing the agenda and not saying anything.
No.
We got complaining. It's like, are we gonna draw that line? And you all are kind of
for me, I balance it with both when I play two different sides of the music. So I might play a song that's big on coke and Percocets and Molly's, and then I might play another song that's on a positive level. So that's just my contribute to it. I can play both. I contribute to both. So I'm a good and a bad type guy. Easy way out, man. Easy.
Oh my God. Alright. So
Yeah, talk about that.
alright, so see, I look at it like this. We're definitely people in power, but at the same time, like, the culture sometimes dictate what the people want to hear. So at the end of the day, I know what I love to play. If you go to my top 16 on my page right now, it's probably nothing that Swamp Polly even plays in the club. You see what I'm saying? So it's really come on my team. If you want to come up, just come into life. Just come into life. I'm just saying. I know what goes on in the flooding. I can't even go in there no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you dictate it. Like we really the dictators at the end of the day. We're the tastemakers. When it comes to Swamp, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It's music that I've got from him. I found Ball Greasy from off of him. I never knew who he was. I heard him playing it on the radio. And I was like, oh, this dude is hot. You see what I'm saying? It's like what we do out here with this music. ATL Top 20, like, he sends me passes all the time to get onto that site because he knows that I'm a tastemaker. You see what I'm saying? So Waffles, here you got access. I rock with you, you got access because I'm gonna help move those records because we dictate to what the people listen to. So with the drugs and stuff like that, it's gonna be there. It's like you can't.
Gotta stop the agenda if
No,
we're
listen,
saying
but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. It's going.
It's not really like y'all keep pushing, y'all keep saying music is trash, and then y'all keep helping.
But listen to what I'm saying though. It doesn't start with us. It starts with the artist. You see what I'm saying? So listen, hold on. Can we go back to where it originated from? The artist. But regardless of the fact, they can tune out. You can tune out.
That's not fair. I'm sorry. If you got 2.8 million followers and I posted and I'm popular and it goes and has 100 million views, that's not the DJ fault. I already got it popping and now if it goes to YouTube, it's nobody's fault. It's gonna get played if that DJ denies it or not. So it's nobody's fault. Point blank period.
This is what I'm saying. Here we go.
It's not. It's nobody's fault. But then, if you're saying that you're anti, like, no, I don't want to do drugs, and you play it anyway, then you're a hypocrite. You know what I mean? So if it's not that, it's 50-50.
If you're an influencer, you're an influencer.
Okay,
we all influencers then.
Exactly, so we should be held accountable for our actions and how we influence.
We wrong, and we still gonna go today at Blue Flame and probably play something or play it on our phone or play it Empire or wherever else we still gonna do it, so we're all hypocrites.
I mean, I believe that you just gotta balance it out. Like, I got this artist named Lil Donald. He got this song called Do Better. It's about domestic violence.
Yep.
And a lot of blogs and websites didn't even want to support the record, but I was one of the first ones that actually sent out an email blast. I posted it, and you know, I seen a lot of people. Like, I had websites and people hitting me up like, "Man, I want to post a song, but you think I can post it on my page?" I'm like, "Why not? You post all the other shit on your page."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So what it is, I believe that I helped make it cool to listen to that message. And it's like, now, even if you is been in a situation where you've been in a domestic violence situation, you gotta look in the mirror and gotta be like, okay, I might have went through that, but that don't determine who I really am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, with Lil Donald having a record like that, and he's independent, he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars doing shows. Now a little kid can be like, shit, I can make a song about staying in school and I can blow up. I can get on the radio now because Lil Donald did it. So it's like, yeah, I done promoted some, you know, records with the wrong message, but I feel like with Lil Donald, that was my charity case. Like, I gave back to the game. So now you're gonna see a lot of these records that come out, they're gonna have a lot of messages in them now. Because they're like, shit, I can get on the radio now. I don't have to rap about pills.
I want to say something to that though. That goes away. And that's what I mean when I say like influencers. As an influencer, he is an influencer. So he chose the route to influence something as opposed to the pills and the drugs and the shit that we get all day. If we don't implement these other things in it, all the kids gonna be fucked up. And that's the bottom line. So if you are an influencer, then you need to be conscious of how you influence. I heard the shit, I'm not a role model. Nigga, if you got 1 million fucking followers, it don't matter if you feel like you're a role model or not. Somebody is believing in you, somebody is following you, somebody is following your lead like he did it. It worked for him. So I think that as an influencer, you need to be conscious and held accountable for what you do. I ain't saying don't have fun. I might have a fucking great time. I'm a rock star. But at the same time, I exude a lot of positivity at the same time because I come from shit. But it don't mean that I'm mentally still stuck in shit. You see what I'm saying? So we have to give the kids an opportunity. We have to give the kids an option as opposed to dope, rings, hoes, money, and cars. I'm sorry.
That's true.
That's just real shit.
On a lighter note, respect to all the panelists up here. Respect immensely everything that y'all do.
It's his voice that came out.
Some of y'all have gotten a chance to work with, some I haven't. But I definitely want to know what's next for each of the panelists and like what are your ultimate goals?
ATL Top 20 Music Conference. It's gonna be like a 3-day event. We planning that. I got the music out. I'm turning the website into a record label because I blocked all the record labels on Instagram because they follow your page and steal all your ideas. So it's like, stop believing that these people gonna do something for you. Create your own shit. I got people like in LA right now at BMG. That's one of the biggest labels in the world. They give up the money to everybody. They calling me like I had a guy named Troy Marshall. He do a lot of the radio stuff. He calling me and he putting me on the phone with these people because they can't follow me no more. So he like, man, I'm at BMG. I got some people want to talk to you. Okay, let me talk to them because the motherfuckers ain't following me. And now they want to spend money. Yeah, we want to spend some money with you because we got Young Scooter, we got Skipper the Flipper. All right, that's cool. But that shit don't excite me because I know what y'all up to. Y'all just want to take everything and let me be satisfied with nothing. So stop letting these people follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that, I'm gonna get a record deal today. That shit is not true. You gotta put your work in. So ATL Top 20 Music Conference, ATL Top 20 recordings, merchandise coming soon. We're gonna do some tours. I got a VVS remix coming out with a lot of females on it. So we breaking the rules. I'm not doing shit normal. I'm making my songs 8 minutes long. I don't give a fuck about if the radio don't play it or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Everybody like, man, why your song 6 minutes? Because I wanted it to. I want my shit to be like fucking the OJs or Marvin Gaye. Like, them motherfuckers had 8-minute songs and people was vibing. So quit thinking I gotta have a radio version. Fuck that. Make them cross over to you. Jay-Z said change clothes. Everybody change clothes. So be yourself. Stop doing, Trinidad James had one front tooth. That motherfucker was ugly as hell. He had one verse. That motherfucker got a $1 million record deal. He had one of everything. And that motherfucker got on. Fast as he got on, Young Ma came with one verse. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Bobby Shmurda came with one verse. So all that song format shit, stop doing that shit. Go to the studio and whatever you want to record that shit and put it out. Quit thinking that you gotta be, oh, I gotta have a clean version, I gotta have a club banger, I gotta have a strip club. Fuck that shit, man. Just do you. And let the people cross over to you. Tokyo Jet sit in her car and freestyle and look at her. You sit in front of the piano. I'll be in her comments like, man, I wish I could do that. But I can't, but I enjoy her doing it. You know what I'm saying? So just be yourself, man.
Real quick, each panelist, once you answer the question, let everybody know your website and social media as we close out.
ATL Top 20, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, ATL Top 20 at Gmail, ATLTop20.com.
Hey y'all. Right now I am airing on Growing Up in Hip Hop on WeTV, October 11th. I am working on an EP and releasing music. Basically just focused on me right now, not letting nothing take away from anything, because the biggest thing with me in Atlanta now is that I live here and I've been caved in for years, and now that I'm going out, I'm even shocked at the response that I get. Like, people are really, I guess, in a positive light, like, seeing me. So that's what I'm working on now, and minding my business and not touching anybody because I'm on papers. So I'm only in my business. You feel me? Like, and then my Instagram is Chappelle Von Krishna, which is my real name. All you gotta do is just type in JZA. JZA, and it will pop up this long name, JZAPALVONKRISHNA. That is my name. And on Twitter is Chappelle. I am Chappelle. Facebook, Chappelle Jackson. My mom wrong as hell. Snapchat, the Jhonni Blaze, and yeah, that's about it.
Hey, so I have a DJ school fresh out that I launched before I went out the country. It's called Scratch Out Loud. So on the gram it's at Scratch Out Loud. And basically it's like, we're focused on teaching vinyl, but we teach everything. So that's a big project for me, basically. Especially since I was just out of the country teaching stuff. And y'all can listen to me Monday nights, Hot 107.9 at 9 o'clock in the mix. Saturday nights with my people's Hood Rich Radio, 10 p.m. on Sirius XM. Catch me in Neiman's, just out here in the streets, Hood Rich shit. And my gram is DJ, everything is DJ Princess Cut. C-U-T, no S, no Z, no K.
Hey, you already know, man. Swamp Izzo at Swamp Izzo, all platforms. Still banging the flame, of course. Still banging #1 show on Saturday nights. I got my own show on V103 on XM Radio, of course. Who is with my family on the album On the Way Bar Check the music. Just still working with the culture. So if you got that music, make sure you send it to me. If you believe in yourself, I believe in you. That's it.
I was about to open up 13 Waffle Houses on that weekend.
Are you gonna have him manage that? Oh my God.
We spinning music all night, no food. Nah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at DJ_. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at DJ_waffles. Y'all can go to my website to see all the latest stuff that I got going on. That's www.imdjwaffles.com. Please own your name, like you said, because somebody stole mine on Instagram. So that's pretty fun, but y'all can check out the podcast on rollingout.com. Y'all ever heard of Rolling Out Magazine in the city? I got a podcast over there that's going crazy. It's like one of the biggest podcasts in the city. And we got some more tricks up my sleeve that's going to be coming, so just stay tuned. And shout out to 2+1 Agency. Y'all can start seeing the stuff that's happening for me. That's who's actually putting it together, so y'all can start checking for that also. You want to give them the news?
So me and Waffle's gonna do a podcast called Work in Progress, and it's basically talking about pushing the, it's just. I work with a lot of talent. I work with like pretty much all the artists in Atlanta. So we just want to talk about a couple of topics. We got different views on things. I'm more about history, you more about the moment. So it's just pretty entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And something to look forward to. Got a couple film projects coming, TV shows, and a shit ton of videos. So that's pretty much it. You can follow me at Director Cricket on Instagram, at Director Cricket on Twitter, and www.directorcricket.com. That's pretty much how you get in touch with me. And what else? That's it. That's it. And this shit was dope.
Yeah. All right, finally, wait. I don't think you're a reader. I'll tell y'all what it's on. Oh, sorry. Finally, I'm Amber J. Like they said, you guys can listen to us on Sirius XM Saturday nights with DJ Scream. We'll be at ATL Hip Hop Day this Saturday. I'm doing an industry playlist connector studio party where like we kind of just pass the aux cord and vibe, and everybody can connect and see what everybody got going on. So that's October 17th. If you're interested in coming, come holler at me. My social media is Amber J. That's 2 I's, not a Y, J-A-I-I, Amber J. Also, this is Bodega TZ. He's the reason we're here. It's Bodega Weezy. You can follow him. We appreciate you so much, TZ, for bringing us together and, you know, just passing off all this information. And thank you guys. This is I Am Possible. Please give it up for our panelists, the DJ, TV, the host, yourself, and just everybody who's making it possible to follow your dreams and making it happen. So one more time for everybody. And we are finished.
Can I get all the panelists to come on stage for pictures?
Ride for dinner, right? I'm fishing, ride for dinner, big fat. Ride for dinner, cook up, ride for dinner, whoa. Ride for dinner, right? I'm fishing, ride for dinner, hey. Ride for dinner, Juno, ride for dinner, right? I'm in the Intercontinental. What you doing, nigga? With your bitch and she so sentimental. Pipe up, hey. I just wanna count these racks up. Run it off. Swap. The gang done already had. Rap for dinner on these niggas, rap for dinner on these bitches. I been on some other shit. All these niggas penny flip. I'm ringing over A-Rap. That rap for dinner all yo. I keep that Glock on me. You know it came with 30. Hey, I run a rap for a living. I put my bitch on a mission. I told my niggas go get it. Got rap for dinner for my brothers and rap for dinner for my bitches. I hustle 24/7, so all I do is get it. Hey, rap for dinner, right? I'm fishing, rap for dinner, big fat. Rap for dinner, cook up, rap for dinner, whoa. Rap for dinner, right? I'm fishing, rap for dinner, hey. Rap for dinner, Juno, rap for dinner, right? Rap for dinner, right? Rap for dinner, right? I'm fishing, rap for dinner, big fat. Rap for dinner, cook up, rap for dinner, whoa. Rap for dinner, right? I'm fishing, rap for dinner, hey.